Hello everyone, welcome to Bite Size Bunny. My name's Tony, and today we're going to be talking about Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to it. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is a single-player action-adventure game from Eidos Montreal, and it is Square Enix's latest shot at the Marvel IP after last year's Marvel's Avengers. Right out the gate, I can say without a doubt that Guardians is a substantially better game than Avengers was. And that's coming from someone who actually had fun playing Avengers and put way more hours into it than I'd like to admit. I was trying to get that platinum trophy, but that game's a mess and the trophies were bugged, so it just didn't happen. In Guardians of the Galaxy, you play as Peter Quill in the beginning years of the Guardians being formed. So throughout the game, you'll find yourself trying to get this group of misfits to work out and eventually blossom into a functioning team that gets along, while also building the Guardians' reputation so they can start taking on jobs as heroes for hire. Oh, and there's an evil church that's slowly taking over the galaxy by brainwashing its followers with something called the Promise, an illusion that grants members their greatest desires. Now, I know earlier I said this is way better than Avengers, and I stand by that. This is a really good game, but I still don't think it's a great game. I do think this is a really solid foundation, and that if Eidos Montreal gets to make a sequel and just build up from here, that there's potential for a great Guardians game, and probably one that could be up for debate on whether it's one of the best comic book games. The story in this game was surprisingly well done. I really appreciate the fact that the writers and developers just decided to fucking go for it and embrace the weirdness of the Marvel universe. I mean, you get to hang out with Cosmo the space dog and alien llamas. Yet it plays it straight so all those fun, bizarre characters that you encounter really work throughout the game. I also say I was pleasantly surprised by Eidos Montreal's take on the Guardians characters, and that by the end of the game, I was really satisfied with every character arc. Peter Quill, Drax, and Groot were all very well done, and I'd say they were on par with the MCU's renditions of these characters. I have to admit though, Gamora in this game is the best take I've seen on this character, and was easily one of my favorite parts of this game. I love how they fleshed out her character and made it feel like there was way more to her than just being the galaxy's deadliest assassin. She kind of stole the show for me. But I have to say, Rocket Raccoon kind of annoyed the shit out of me for a little while. Especially in, I'd say, probably the first 7 to 8 hours of the game. Now, eventually he did get better and transformed into the Rocket Raccoon that I enjoy, especially as they dove more into his backstory and showcased more of his relationship with Groot. But man, those opening hours were rough. It felt like the game was afraid for there to be any quiet moments, so they just had him bicker with every character. Now for the gameplay, it gets the job done. Combat is pretty simplistic, and I never really found myself feeling challenged at any point while playing Guardians of the Galaxy. It's definitely fun to fight alongside the other Guardians and unlock more abilities that you'll get to unleash on the waves of enemies you face, but at the same time, I can't help but feel at times that this game feels like a watered-down Mass Effect mixed with other elements from generic third-person action-adventure games. It's not bad, but it can definitely get repetitive after a while, especially after you've unlocked all the abilities and there's nothing to really work towards after that. There's room for improvement. Again, it's a solid foundation that I think can be built upon to make something great in the next installment. And it's a Guardians game, so if you were wondering, yes, the music's good, and getting to take down enemies to hot chocolates everyone's a winner was always an enjoyable time. Overall, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy was surprisingly a lot of fun, and Square Enix has something here. If you're like me and a good story in a video game is a big deal for you, then I think you'll like this game. Especially if you already know these characters and kind of know what you're getting into. The gameplay isn't anything special, but it's not bad either, and I hope that if there's a sequel, they'll take the opportunity to polish the gameplay and make it feel a bit more unique. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy gets a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff. I hope you have a great day, and see ya.